Hi, this is Larry Zorro for Garden Fantastic. I gotta show you, I did a little harvesting today. Cutting off some leaves with a pair of scissors. You see, I got some lettuce. You gotta thin your lettuce to get bigger leaves. That's what you gotta do, especially when you grow them in a pillar or you grow them in a trash barrel like I did. I put half filled up with hay and half filled up with soil, or maybe it was more hay, I don't remember. But you get lettuce. You get lettuce fantastic, but if you don't thin it, they don't get big. I was a little late this year thinning them, but now that I'm thinning them, the leaves are getting bigger. And the spinach, well, the spinach, a whole different thing. Did I know that one pillar of spinach would supply all the spinach I would need during the growing season before they bolt? Well, they haven't bolted yet, and I keep harvesting large leaves of spinach. You can see them there. They're covered. They're covered by the lettuce, but you should be able to see them. They're under there. And will I be able to eat this all myself? I think it's really for maybe a family of 3 could do all this. Eat all that. That's what I'm talking about. That's a lot of fiber. Well, here's a picture of my carrots. They'll need thinning too. And you don't waste your carrots when you thin them. You just wash them off. You put them in your vegetable juices. Yeah, now if you're, not familiar with my channel, I juice with a Ninja juicer, and then I strain out all the fiber and drink the nectar, and it's great. It is from a Garden Fantastic. And here is a picture of my spinach. Was I crazy? I grew more spinach. I didn't think that spinach would be enough. But look, I grew more spinach and they're starting to get big leaves. What am I to do? I got no neighbors. Oh my. Am I going to eat it all myself? And show you my radishes. They're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. The leaves are getting bigger. Don't throw away the leaves. You can juice them. Oh, yeah. In your Garden Fantastic, you can almost juice anything. Here is my black. It's called a black radish. I get the real cheapy seeds from Mexico, 50 cents. But look at this slug. The slug loves it. One slug has put some holes in my black radish. Well, that's why you inspect it yourself. If they're up on pillars, you don't have to bend down into the ground or set out traps. You just look them over. I'll probably juice this leaf that's got holes in it. And, yeah, go for the ugly leaves so your plants look better when they're growing without a bunch of holes. Yeah, slug. It's been a lot of rain. I'm bringing out the slugs, but I'm ready for you. Here's my echinacea. I still juice it. Yeah, a couple of leaves, all you need in your juice. And here's a picture of my cucumbers. Oh, I'll be juicing cucumbers. You can make pickles out of them if you like eating raw cucumbers. You can do that too. And yeah, Garden Fantastic cucumbers in the pillars. You'll never see it before like you do when you grow it in a pillar. All that luscious cucumber growth. Do it early enough in the season. If you can't do it in the early spring, then do it in the fall. Start growing them probably early August, and you'll have some for the late fall. Sweet potato. Looky there, those sweet potatoes. I can imagine those big sweet potatoes growing in that pillar. And, yeah, I can't wait for it. Hey, Chewy, what are you doing getting wet out here? I know, it's bad. It's bad. It's a lot of rain. I know. And then we got, if anything, if you bought my book on pillar gardening, it's great for herbs. Look at this. Look at it. Can you see that? Oregano, Greek oregano. Do you see it growing anywhere else but the pillar? See, it's up high enough. It's not going to, and you keep using your scissors and you can use them for your juice or your seasoning. You don't have to worry about it spreading all over your garden. Those leaves on the ground, they just start sprouting and they're everywhere. I got a mint garden It was done by mint. Planting it in the ground. It took over the whole garden. It's still there today. I'm going to have to do a lot of work to clean that up. There's my tomatoes. You can see a whole bunch of seeds put together. I can transplant those, but will I have time? Will I make more pillars? I don't know. And I did the same. You just put a whole bunch of seeds in your pillar, and then you start transplanting them one to a pillar. Let's see if I can show you my newest way without wire. This is for potatoes. Now, you notice I went up higher on the wood because the practice is to hill your potatoes. You can put more hay on top of when they're growing. You just keep going up on those pieces of wood. It'll stabilize it. Put little branches in there. It'll stabilize it as you keep on putting the grass. Oh, yeah, I should show you this cilantro. Yeah, it's growing good. Oh, yeah, look how green it is. Don't you like cilantro and your seasoning and your sauces and stuff like that? Oh, it's good to juice, too. Now, this is my potato line of potatoes done in little, probably 2 feet, pillars or less. And what I plan to do is just keep adding the hay. Adding the hay on top of it. But like that last one I showed you, it'd be better if your wood pieces, your sprigs you might have in your land you don't want, cut them a little taller. And then it'll give you a more stable. But the other ones I'm just going to pile hay on. But you can see these are these ugly, they say they don't sprout good, red potatoes I got in the bag at Walmart. And I didn't like eating them. They were too old or something. But anyway, they looked like they sprouted because I got all kinds of potatoes growing in there. And, oh, yeah, they sprouted all right. Probably gave me good potatoes. Some of the best ones I had are from store-bought potatoes. They do sprout. They may take a little time, but they do sprout, and you'll have a harvest of potatoes. This is my Cherokee, my Indian. It's got 4 pieces, tall trees I cut down, and I'm going to put string to stabilize the plant when I need to. Cherokee, ooh, I never grew those before. I was trying to, kind of trim them a little bit. I just couldn't see. They're so bushy. They just go everywhere. So I was I didn't really cut too much off of it. You want to have a central leader. I'm pretty sure they're undeterminate, and that means they can grow any which way you want. This one, they can go up to about 6 feet high, but actually they can go higher than that, 8 feet. In my research, I do some research. Well, let's see what else I got here. All right, I'm turning the pages. Here we go. I had some animal on my corn, digging them up. I don't know if it was a bird or squirrel, but they don't like cups, so I've been putting cups in there, and it's kind of scaring them away. They can't dig as good. Cups. I had them on top. I noticed they weren't doing anything to ones I didn't have on top. I just had them in there, and put them close as you can. I think it'll take care of the vermin, the vermins that try to eat the corn. Now today, I juiced a lot of seeds. Yeah, they're not fully done yet. Most people would just cut them off. You don't want a bunch of seeds growing from your kale. So I cut them off and I juiced them. That's what I did. I drank the juice. Got rid of the fiber. And it was good drink. Here is my potatoes I healed. If you do them in a pillar, I probably should have mentioned this in my book. Do them halfway up. Start halfway up so you got room, to heal them. They say they grow potato. I've never really healed them too much I've had plenty of potatoes, but maybe you could double your yield. Who knows? You can see my cups of basil. Yeah, basil help the flea beetles. You don't want a bunch of holes. They do turn into BB shot holes. When the plant gets bigger, the leaves get bigger. Ugly holes. And yeah, that worked. My little dirt devil in my last video, that really worked, sucking up those flea beetles. I've only seen a few today. Here's my spinach. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a monstrosity. Oh, just so much it gives forth. I didn't know. I didn't know you just need one pillar of spinach. My lettuce starting to do the same thing. You see the big leaves coming out. I'm starting to thin it. The leaves are getting bigger. And here's the juice. Look at that rich greenness. Most of that was those seed pods from kale. Oh, I put some alfalfa, a little of that, a couple of leaves of echinacea. Oh, the Greek oregano, I put a lot in there. But mostly it's that kale pods. And oh yeah, it looks like a beard, doesn't it? Look at the foam on the top. Well, this is Larry Zorrell for Garden Fantastic for Hey Pillar Gardening. Get my book if you don't know what I'm talking about. You'll have an exciting life. Lots of produce, lots of food, a lot of luxury food. Now I'm getting more into potatoes. Potatoes, they're so nutritious you could live off of them. I'm just doing them. I'm trying not to buy so much wire. But, you know, the wires, it'll last. But don't get that green wire stuff. That little garden green wire, don't get it. It's too flimsy. They'll bend up all out of shape. And, no, get the stiffer, the better. Even if you have to pay a little more for it. Yeah, you want stiff wire. 2-inch squares is the best. But if you can't find it, get something else. But yeah, this is Larry Zorrell. Garden Fantastic. Keep gardening. Get my book. Join the club. Yeah, this is a club. This is the Hay Bale Revolution. See you later. Goodbye.